Yo, what's going on, everybody? Playoff time, playoff time, playoff time. Although fucking Eagles aren't in it, so honestly, really don't give a shit. But who doesn't love watching playoff football, right? So it's kind of a fucked up year for playoff football because the Chiefs were 1-5. They were about 10 in a row. They're in the playoffs. The Texans, not the Colts, are in the playoffs with Brian Hoyer as a quarterback. AJ McCarron in the Steelers, classic playoff game. Can't get better than a rivalry. AJ McCarron is the quarterback. Um, Seahawks and Vikings, Packers and Redskins. Um, I think everybody. I think so. If I didn't, we'll find out here in a second. So I'm just going to basically be giving my picks for this week. Some tough games. There's really no clear, you know, first round victory. Usually in the first round, it's like, oh shit, let's knock off the 7-9, 9-7 team, and we're rolling. Now, it ain't the case this week, man. We actually have some good games. The Redskins playing really, really good football. The Eagles found that out. The Packers are not playing good football. They haven't played good football the last 5 or 6 weeks. They look horrible. And I'm also going to be, after I pick a team for a playoff game, I'm going to give who I like in DraftKings as well. Best way to combine the two in one video so the shit's not 30 minutes long. Okay, I'll start with the Chiefs and the Texans. This is actually one of the most interesting games for me because think of it. Last year, the Chiefs didn't have a touchdown scored by a wide receiver. They bring in Jeremy Maclin, my favorite receiver in football, and he has no drops for this year. 1,000 yards, 87 catches, and 8 touchdowns. That's the biggest upgrade for the Chiefs this offseason. So, Alex Smith, 20 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Takes really good care of the football. He runs the ball. Sorry for the background noise, by the way. I'm watching Jacksonville State and North Dakota State. It's a real barn burner. Anyway, so yeah, man, I like the Chiefs in this game. Hoyer's actually been playing pretty good this year too. The Chiefs defense, in my opinion, is just in a zone right now, and the Texans defense is also playing really well. So it could be a low-scoring game, but I like the Chiefs in this one. I don't like too many players in general in DraftKings from either of these teams this week because of how well both defenses are playing and how much they cost. Now, the only player I could see, if you wanted to go real heavy in other positions, would be Alex Smith because of the combination of passing and rushing yards he gets and how much he takes care of the football with playoff experience. And Jeremy Maclin. Those are the only two Chiefs I see that are worth a crap in DraftKings. Jeremy Maclin doesn't cost that much either. DeAndre Hopkins, on the other hand, he's like 8,400, I think. So, man, he's got 111 catches, 1,500 yards. Wow. Hopkins is the only one I like this week for the Texans. I wouldn't even look anywhere else. I mean, if you really need someone cheap, Nate Washington would be a good pickup because the Chiefs' nickel corner is pretty small. So that could be kind of a sleeper pick. Other than that, let's move on to the next game. Oh, by the way, I like the Chiefs in this game, if I didn't say that already. Pittsburgh and, whoa, where'd the games go? Pittsburgh and Cincy. Because AJ McCarron is playing, I like Pittsburgh because of how Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown are playing. Now, it should be a good game. The Steelers have the worst secondary in football, statistically speaking. So, AJ McCarron could have a good game. I'm just basing this off of playoff experience and how each offense is playing right now. And the Bengals are kind of stagnant at the moment. So, I like the Steelers in this game because no one can cover Antonio Brown. A big hit for them, though. D'Angelo Williams is out, if y'all didn't know. So, if you have him in your DraftKings lineup, take him out. You can put Toussaint in there, or what I would do is put Christian Michael in for Seattle because Christian Michael is the backup to Marshawn Lynch. Christian Michael had 100 yards last week, and Marshawn Lynch is not playing. So really thin at running back this week in DraftKings. If it were me, I'd be going wide receiver heavy the whole way. My two favorite running backs, I know I'm getting a little off topic, but my two favorite running backs in DraftKings this week is Jeremy Hill and Christian Michael. All right, so I got the Steelers beating Cincinnati. Seattle versus Minnesota. Seattle's offense is killing it right now. They're just on a roll. So I like Seattle this week. I love Russell Wilson and Doug Baldwin. I like Tyler Lockett as a flex if you need a cheap asset in your lineup. I think he's only like 3,800 or something, Tyler Lockett. So those are the offensive players I like for Seattle. Now, DraftKings is PPR, so you could go with Curse if you are also slim, or if you don't like Lockett for whatever reason. Last 2 weeks, he's had 7 catches or more, which equated, I think, for him like 14 or 15 points. So he's a solid flex play, Curse is. I think their tight end is playing Luke Wilson. So Kaufman, if you were starting him like I were for 2,700 points and we're getting some good production from him, he probably won't have much this week. Green Bay at Washington. Now this is very interesting because Green Bay's defense is decent, but the Washington Redskins are like unstoppable at home right now. Kirk Cousins playing the best quarterback play right now you could possibly think of playing, and Aaron Rodgers is not. Kirk Cousins is outplaying Aaron Rodgers by a long shot. I have the Redskins winning this game, and players I like from them a lot. I like Pierre Garçon and Jordan Reed especially. Packers have been pretty good against tight ends this year, though. I don't think Jordan Reed's going to blow up. I think I would look for Pierre Garçon to have a good game. Alfred Morris would be a solid flex play because he's been running much better the past 3 weeks. I think he's got 80 yards or more and 2 touchdowns the last 3 games. Packers players, I don't like any of them the way they're playing. Unfortunately, there's only 4 games, so you'll have to pick one in DraftKings. Personally, I mean, you never know when they're going to run Eddie Lacy because he's a good matchup this week. Redskins have the 24th ranked rushing defense and Randall Cobb. Now, James Jones is going to be your touchdown guy. And so if I'm going to start anybody, that's going to be James Jones or Richard Rodgers, the tight ends. Those are my 2 surefire offensive players for the Packers this week. James Jones has had trouble getting open, but he's the red zone threat, so he's going to get you your touchdowns. Randall Cobb would be a solid flex. James Jones would too, or excuse me, James Starks. James Starks should be a good flex too. I feel like he's going to be pretty involved. So all are cheap as well. I mean, all the players are cheap really because all the top running backs are out. The top quarterback in DraftKings this week I think is 7,300, and I think that's Roethlisberger. Yeah, Roethlisberger. To give you guys an idea, really quick, I'll get on DraftKings and see. Just give you one of my lineups. I have 3 lineups this week because there's some pretty big prizes. Checking your location. It's the same location every time, computer. I'm not moving anytime soon. Yo, Powerball's this week, man. Woo! Bought me 6 tickets. What? I ain't gonna win shit, I know that, but hell. Can't say you didn't win if you didn't try, right? Alright. My lineups. One of my lineups. Personally, my favorite lineup that I have. Kirk Cousins at quarterback. Giovanni Bernard. Eddie Lacy. Now here's where all my points should come. Doug Baldwin, AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins, Jordan Reed. I have the Vikings defense. I probably shouldn't, but they have the special teams factor. Cordell Patterson, return touchdowns on special teams, and they've been playing well lately. My alternative for defense, if you don't want to drop $4,000 on the Chiefs, would be go with the Redskins because Green Bay is not playing well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Give me some ideas of what you guys want me to talk about. There's been a lot of interesting things going on this week. Actually, before I finish, Just some updates on some coaching situations. The Dolphins have hired Adam Gase as their head coach. He decided not to come to Philly, which is fine. Eagles are interviewing Tom Coughlin. They asked the Giants for permission to do so because Coughlin had a year left on his contract. Obviously, he resigned, but we're not in that period yet where he's officially gone. So the Eagles had to ask permission. We're going to interview Tom Coughlin. Now, how I feel about that's a whole nother video. People thought Andy Reid was washed up, and he's out there winning in Kansas City. So if we hired Tom Coughlin, maybe he can come here. He's a pure head coach. He's not offensive or defensive. He'll get some good guys in there, I know, to run his offense and defense. So I would be open to it. John Gruden's out of the question. Bill Cowher's out of the question. Adam Gase is gone. Our options are pretty slim. The only other one I would go to is Hugh Jackson, but he's not doing anything until the Bengals get knocked out, which will be tomorrow? John, I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't even know if they played it. No, I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So that's about it, guys. Interesting things going on in football. Should be some interesting games. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please, please, please hit that like button, subscribe, share my video. It would really help, and I would greatly appreciate it. You guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. I'm out.